I've tried a bunch of methods to train my chest. I've spent thousands of hours researching the topic of training and so on. I learned how to grow muscles bigger. Now the things that I'm about to tell you are pretty much universally agreed on, but I'm not going to go into the nuanced science stuff because I'm not a scientist, right? And I will tell you how I've managed to grow my chest in 3 ways. The first way. So I've seen a few weeks ago this short with David Laid and Chris Bumstead. You've probably seen it too, right? David Laid go and do his set and then he stops. After training not that hard, he didn't even get remotely close to failure. And then Chris Bumstead asked him, "What are you doing?" And then he told them that he is trying to save some strength for later, for his next sets. And then it hit me. So many men, women or whatever out there think that they need to save some strength for later. So let's deconstruct training. What is our goal when we train? To induce hypertrophy. And by training less hard, by reducing the intensity of each set and doing more sets, we will achieve the same muscle damage as if we were to just do one very hard set. And that's what I've realized. The difference between training based on intensity and based on volume. The more intensity that we train, the less volume that we will need to induce by default. And we can't do both because we are not on the juice. If we will do both, we will just overtrain. So when you train, you need to choose between spending a bunch of time in the gym and training based on volume, still training pretty hard, but training less close to failure as if you were to train based on intensity, where you train really hard and you do less sets per week. And then the second way, so this is how you achieve more gains really fast. You train your chest twice per week instead of once, because after 2 to 3 days, our muscles get fully recovered, which means that if we won't train and if we will wait till the next week, we will miss out on one window of hypertrophy with the law of diminishing results. So we won't double our gains because as we train, our results get diminished. We will make around 1.5 times the gains over a year. We will make a lot more gains. Now the third way, and it is to eat on a surplus. Now it doesn't make like a massive major difference to eat on a surplus in comparison to maintenance, but it makes a difference for sure. I don't know the exact numbers because it varies between individual to individual. The amount of surplus that we need to eat on is between 5 to 10% above our maintenance calories. If we will eat more than that, most of the weight that we will gain will be fat, and we don't want to just get fat for no reason, because then the cut will be longer, which means that on a longer time frame, we will make less gains. Now let's conclude everything. First thing, focus on training pretty intensely to the point in which you get close to failure. What is the sign that you get close to failure? You start to slow down on the concentric part of the movement. The second is to train at least twice per week your chest. The third is to eat on a small, very small surplus. How do you know that? So if you don't want to track calories, great. I have a pretty good way to measure if you are on a surplus or not. You eat your normal meals and everything, and if you are like full, right, and you eat another like 200 calories, 5 to 10% above maintenance, and you just feel full, and between the weeks you gain a bit of weight, then you are on a great surplus. If you don't gain weight, eat a bit more than fucking satiety, right? Because the point of satiety is usually the point of maintenance. That's how our bodies regulate hunger, unless if you are extremely lean or fat, then it's different. And also sleep is important, so sleep between 8 to 10 hours, right? But those are just the basic stuff, because it's all about the basic. There are a few nuanced stuff, like fucking stretching the muscle a bit more, but no like high quality study have shown like a huge massive increase because of the stretch. It increases muscle gain maybe by 5 to 10%, but not a lot more than that. The basics are way more effective. That's why I would suggest that you just focus on them, unless like a bunch of high quality studies come and tell us that there is a new great technique to increase muscle gain. That's it. If you enjoyed this video, you can like and subscribe. If you didn't enjoy this video, you can constructively criticize me in the comments. I will learn, right? That's it.